It was just a typical summer day in the south of Texas. At this time I was a little girl, 12 or so. I lived in a fairly secure area at the end of cul-de-sac. And of course, the southern weather, it was hot as hell. I think it was at least 9. My mother's Rottweiler recently had puppies, but most of them died, either due to heat or illness, so only one was left. I brought food and water into the shed, the only source of shade for her to eat, so she had better chance of her puppy surviving. The last one did survive, for those who are curious. Though it was miserably hot outside, I suddenly felt dreadfully cold. Simone didn't growl, but began wagging her tail. Or none, should I say. I stared forward. I had to look. I turned my head and I saw a man, dressed all in grey. He had a thick moustache and was wearing a hat that looked like it could have been from the 1910s or so. I opened my mouth to say something, being the impolite, outspoken brat I was, only to realise that I could see through his legs. He tipped his hat to me with a faint smile and walked on. Shocked and somehow not paralysed with fear, I darted out of the shed and followed, only to see him disappear next to the ash tree that was starting to grow next to the house I lived in. That wouldn't be the last time I saw him, but I never felt threatened by his presence. In fact, I felt safe. Every now and then, after my parents purchased another acre of land, I would see him standing in the woodsy areas of my yard, only for him to disappear whenever I blinked or looked somewhere else. I always felt like he was watching over me, but to this day, I'm still not sure. As I grew, I eventually fell in love with someone, and I decided to move away with him. I may have been just a teenager, but you know what they say, love makes you do crazy things, or hormones. I don't know if it's one or two. As I remember, I got into my dad's ugly green Toyota Corolla to head to the airport, all my luggage loaded into the vehicle. I stared out the window as we pulled away. What I saw out the window brought tears to my eyes. The man in grey was waving, as if to say goodbye to me.